Okay guys, let's see. In this video we'll be looking at how we can install uh, the custom app having the extensions into our dev store, so for test and build purpose. So first of all, we'll be creating a development store, test development store from our partners account, and from here we'll be using for test and build purpose. Here we can choose the name according to ourselves. Mm, Testing checkout extensibility, developer preview for the checkout and the customer accounts, and we will be starting with the test data. And once the store is created, we will have to install Shopify GraphQL app in our store. So we have to put the URL of our store. We can select all of these options, all of these permissions for our test store, but on the live store we can select according to our needs. So let's install the app, GraphQL app. So basically this app will allow us to create the Shopify functions in our test store. So one more thing, like uh, we because we have this test account, test store for test and build purpose of the checkout extensibility, and we can um, create the custom distribution for the app from our partners account. Let me show you that. So after testing on our test store, we'll be able to install this app in our actual plus store. So you can see in my organization I have all of these apps. So uh, let's uh, create. I have downloaded the code of the custom app. Now we can uh, create this app into our organization, and from here we will be installing this app in test store. And once we have tested all of the extensions, after that we can create the custom distribution for our app, and uh, we will be able to install this app in our actual store. So let's see, I have all of the codes in my extensions. So now we can use I used pnpm um, for this project. So if you don't have the node modules, first of all you will have to run pnpm install to install all the packages, because I have already installed the packages. So you can see that uh, it didn't install any of the packages. So now let's run pnpm run dev hyphen reset. So because we already have a configuration file, this configuration file is showing a different dev store. So we can use this reset command to create a new configuration file for our new dev store. So in this way we'll be able to install this app into a new organization. Okay, so I'll be selecting this organization, and I'll be creating a new app, and name this checkout playground or whatever you like. So you can see checkout playground configuration is created right here. So I have created this store for test and build purpose with checkout extensibility preview enabled. So can see the dev store is selected right here in the configuration file. So our code is now running into development environment. So if we press P to see the preview URL, so first of all we'll have to install this custom app into our store. Okay, the now custom app with extensions is installed in our store. And now if we look into our admin dashboard, let's see. Okay, you can see that checkout playground is created. If we go into this app, we'll be able to see that this app is installed in this store, and from here we can create the distribution, custom distribution for any of the plus store uh, that uh, that is available in our organization. So if we go to the extensions, you can see that we have these extensions. These are the checkout UI extensions, and we have some of the functions also. So to install the functions, we'll have to go to the checkout graphical app, and from here we can create this these functions. So you can see hide COD amount. This is the function. So the function ID is this one, and this is the payment customization. So we can create the payment customization using a graphical app. Let me show you the mutation. Shopify GraphQL mutations. So from here, let's go to the documentation, and we can search the payment customization mutation, payment customization, admin API GraphQL, and okay, we can see payment customization create. This is the mutation. We can copy this mutation and paste it here, and you can get the function ID that was created, and from the variables we can pass the payment customization. We have to pass the function ID and title of the payment customization, and enabled will be true automatically. Okay, so now from here let's copy the function ID, and now let's add the title of the payment customization. We can see hide COD amount. This is the title of our function. We can use the same title of the payment customization here in our graphical mutation. So we can see the payment customization created. We can see the function ID in return. So if we go to our store, we can see in the payments, we can see payment customization, hide COD amount. This is active. That is the one we created using this mutation. And now let's go to the other function, hide COD with product tags. So this is also the payment customization. So we have to copy we can use the exact query, exact mutation that we used earlier, and hide COD with product tags. Hide COD with product tags. So this payment customization is also created, and now let's see the next function. Okay, let's see what this function is doing. This is the delivery customization. So as we search for the payment customization, we can also search for the delivery customization and the admin graphical. From here we can see the delivery customization create mutation, and let's create a new mutation right here. And in the fields, if we press space and control in Windows and Linux, we will be able to see this pop up. For the Mac, we will have to press command and space. Okay, function ID, delivery customization, function ID, and title enabled. Okay, title and enabled will be true. Okay, let's copy the function ID from here, because the name of delivery customization is not actually more precised. We can see what this function is doing. Okay, hide London, selected area. Okay, basically this is hiding the areas. Basically it is hiding the areas uh, from the checkout based upon the attribute. So we can hide London areas. This is delivery customization. Okay, this function is created, and now let's go to the next one. This is the payment customization. Reorder the payment methods, payment customization, and paste the function ID. Reorder the payment methods. So you can see this payment customization is also created, and from here if we refresh the page, we will be able to see the payment customizations and delivery customization in our test store. These are the payment customizations, and in the delivery customization you can see this one is a delivery customization, and this is the name of the customization that we used in the mutation. So now we can go to the checkout. For the checkout UI extensions, and before going live, we can duplicate the checkout. We can duplicate the checkout uh, for testing and add the blocks. Drop down list. This is a drop down list. Okay, you can basically pick and drop where we want. Okay, this is the shipping area, and we can add the city selector like this, and we can also add the phone validator and the logic. We can search for the logic uh, right here, and once all of these things are tested, we can save. We can save, and once all of these things are tested, we can uh, if we want to deploy this app uh, in our this organization, check out Playground, the organization where we have created this testing. Check out extensibility shop. We can just use this command npm run deploy and configuration Shopify app checkout. We can see once we press this, we will deploy all the changes that we want. uh, these changes will be deployed to the organization. So you can see this is releasing a new version of the app.